Considering I made a whole song about the monster, you guys probably know I'm pretty fond of Edamimi, and so I was absolutely hyped to see the epic variant, and it did not disappoint. Now I will say, Epic Yelma is still my favorite epic variant, and for me, Yelma and Edamimi are pretty tied. You know, I mean, I have done a song for Edamimi where Yelma only had a part in a song, but, you know, maybe that'll change in the future. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. But regardless, this is still a fantastic variant. You can probably tell considering I have 6 of them. This design just does a lot right. For one, the face looks really cool. It reminds me of something sort of insectoid, which is very unique and adds a lot to Edamimi's design. Also, just the mouth shape is really cute. I also like the fact that they gave it 4 limbs instead of the regular 2, which just adds a lot to the design as well, and they did it in a way that turned out really well. Some variants will add extra parts and it won't look that natural, but Epic Edamimi looks great. I also like that the bean on the head is reversed rather than the forward. It just adds some uniqueness. Not to mention the fact that it's covered in thorns and spikes, which adds a lot of just cool, it makes it look like a boss character in the game. And to top it all off, the use of roses, and especially the huge rose dress, looks so cool. The bright whites are beautiful on this design, mixed in with the dark browns and reds. It's just so unique and eye-catching. It's so well done. There's plenty of monsters that are intentionally ugly looking. Like, for example, Epic Tweedle. However, I think a difference between some and others is that some of them still look cool while being ugly. Like, I think Epic Tweedle's still pretty cool looking despite how gross it is. But then this was just, like, unappealing gross. Like, it's like a moldy green and a flesh tone, and it's like a hairless cat, but instead of hairless cat, it's just, like, losing its hair and rotting. I don't like it. Epic Anglow, though, holy crap, they cooked! Like, a lot of people aren't a huge fan of regular Anglow. I personally do like his design, but like, this epic mythical is insanely cool. I think this is my favorite epic mythical, and honestly, can you blame me? This is one of the few monsters that have unique animations for one of its variants, and make full use of that. Epic Anglow's animations utilize, like, its eyeballs instead of using, like, glowing orbs that regular Anglow has, and has like a cool patterns on his chest. Like, that's such a good concept, and this is done so well. I absolutely adore this thing. It's such a good epic mythical. Genuinely the best one so far. Well done, Ultimate Creator Eric. No, not Eric. Eric did Dwumrohl. I don't remember the kid's name. I'm so sorry, but he did awesome. It was in fact Ultimate Creator Chris. Awesome job. This is really good. I'm gonna just get this one out of the way. This one's mid. There are worse epic Wubboxes, like I certainly hate Air Islands, and I'm not as big a fan of Fire Oasis's epic Wubbox, but this is still like 3rd from the bottom. It's, okay, they try to do something unique with it, which I appreciate. I appreciate it not just looking like a carbon copy of the island, but I don't know, this does not, it just feels like a jumbled mess of concepts. I don't really get what they were going for here. This feels more like it would be like something on a magical island, rather than ethereal. Not to mention, I mean, its sound is fine. I don't know, it sounds just, there's nothing that special. It doesn't go that hard. I mean, just considering the last epic Wubbox we got was Fire Havens, which is one of the best monsters in the game, in my opinion, this is a downgrade for sure. It also just sucks, because this is like the hardest one to get. The only one I think is going to be harder is Epic Wubbox on Wublin Island. But like, this is one of the hardest epic Wubboxes to get, and it's just pretty mediocre. It's not bad like the common Wubbox on Ethereal Island, but it's not good like the rare Wubbox on Ethereal Island. It's just kind of mediocre. That's all I can really use to describe this thing. It's kind of cool, and it's kind of funny that it's a Discord mod, but it was more interesting in the trailer than it actually is in game, so Now, I consider myself a Brump connoisseur, so seeing it finally get its epic variant was very exciting for me. I gotta say, they absolutely delivered. Just like the common and the rare, they worked in the elements of both the monsters that make it up to make a really clean-looking design. I like the way that the epic furcorn eggs have like these grown-out stalks that give it like horns/thorns, and that's a really cool look. It's just really cleverly done. Also, I've just gotta say, the Epic Wublins are absolutely taking full advantage of their unique animations. I mean, Epic Brump having the eggs jump out of the eye sockets before falling back in was so fun. It's just a fun, clever design choice. This was just a well-done design, and I'm so glad that they managed to make it good. I was scared that either of Brump's variants weren't gonna be good, but all 3 of them are peak. Gotta say, big fan. This design goes hard. I like the fact that its tongue is actually just its face but melted off. That's a little dark, honestly, a little gruesome to think about, but it works. And the whole Magma Knight aesthetic is just not what I would have expected for, I mean, a Thwok variant, let alone My Singing Monsters in general. That's cool. I've also got to give a ton of props to this guy's animations, because although he's not doing anything special, he is absolutely getting down on this beat. Like, he is having so much fun while playing. We need more monster animations that are just them absolutely vibing to the song. Like, that would be so fun, instead of most of them are just kind of standing around when, like, they open their mouths to sing. Like, this guy is getting down. He's getting funky with it. He is busting a move. And it's awesome. Even though he's just like tapping his feet and like shifting his body, he looks like he's having so much fun. And it makes it so much more hype to watch. I absolutely love these animations. And although they're not the most like unique changes, I think that's a really good addition that makes its monster so much more fun. I really like this a lot. I've got to say, this variant's design is so far from what I would have ever predicted Epic Dwumrohl to look like. I mean, it's good. It looks good. I like it. It's just so different than what I expected. Its drum kit is just like a variety of weird, like, shelled creatures. It's like, they're not all like the same sort of genre. Like, two of them are ladybugs, but then two of them are seashells, and then there's snails. He's kind of an insectoid thing, but then he uses fish bones? Like, he's kind of trying to be a mix between aquatic, but also insectoid, but it doesn't quite... I feel like they probably could have stuck to one or the other. It's kind of a little weird that it's like a weird mix of them. But, I mean, it's not bad. I will say that this guy probably uses his unique animations the least interesting compared to all the other Epic Wubblins. Like, he's just kind of bobbing to the beat, which, I mean, isn't terrible. I mean, it's certainly more interesting animations than the common form, but, like, I don't know. Like, they made, like... You can't really say, like, oh, there wasn't a lot unique they could do, because, like, Epic Thwok's animations are dope, even though it's just, like, there's not that much different with it. I feel like they definitely could have done a little more for this, but it's fine. I mean, nothing bad with this variant. It's a good variant. Probably the weakest of the Epic Wubblins so far, but not a bad variant. Well, no, I feel like it's probably second weakest. Well, this one probably has the weakest design of the 5 Epic Wubblins. That's also, like, not exactly saying a lot, considering all 5 of the Epic Wubblins have absolutely stellar designs. And this one's no different. It's very insectoid, with these, like, claw-like wings and multiple eyes, and just its mouth. Like, it's a lot more insectoid than the common and rare Zynths, and I think that's a cool take. It's especially cool, because this one definitely utilizes the unique animations the best, because it has it flying the whole time, which is really cool. Like, that just adds a whole lot to this monster that otherwise probably wouldn't make it as nearly as memorable. I mean, if it was just standing there with this design, it would probably not be nearly as remembered as the way it is because it's flying. Like, that's cool. That's a good choice. That's a good way to use unique animations, and I hope that more epic monsters that get unique animations make use of the fact they get unique animations. Like, a lot of the seasonals don't really. A lot of them just kind of move a little differently in their idle when playing, but this does it well. Wow! Can we just agree on the fact that Poewk has the best variants? Like, no contest. It's got the best, like, its rare variant was already one of the best rares ever, and then the epic one drops and it's even cooler! This thing's design, I think, is inspired by a Wendigo, and like that's so cool. Poewk was already a kind of creepy looking monster, so for them to like fully lean into that and make this absolutely like horror designed monster is so good. Like, this thing is genuinely unsettling looking, and that's so cool. Also, I just gotta give props to the fact it's got like a circle of candles around it, which just add to the unsettling vibe, and that like the fire on the candles shoots up every time it puts its, I just hit my light, every time it puts its like foot near them. That's so cool. That's not even mentioning a bunch of little details, like the burnt trees being where the pipes would normally be, or the bones tied to its feet, or the spider webs in between its horns. But I think like one of the best parts about it is the fact that its animations make it so much more unsettling. It is like violently shaking as if it's possessed. I don't know who cooked for this monster, but please keep putting them back in the kitchen. You can make them the head of design if you want.